Hi everybody, it's Grant here with the Urban Foresters. It's a nice evening. I'm actually out here in Richmond, Texas today at my parents' house, and I wanted to show you guys something really interesting, at least to me as a tree person. It's interesting. It has to do with tree planting, and right now in Houston we're moving kind of right into the fall. You're going to come right into prime tree planting season. The best time to plant a tree in the southern climates is going to be anytime after the hottest part of the summer, moving all the way through the winter season, even into the early spring. But then once it starts heating up again, you really want to already have those trees established so that they're ready to handle the Houston heat. So I'm going to show you a tree here that is it's really scraggly. It's pretty terrible looking. It's actually a red oak. And this tree has been my little experiment. I've been lucky. My dad's kind of let me move this thing around, and it's been here in the yard now for several years. And this tree originally had some really poor root system, and it was just a piece of junk tree that from the nursery, like right from the get-go. This tree's root system was kind of a goner, but we planted it anyway, just as a bit of an experiment. And you can tell today it's pretty terrible, the results. This tree has been in the ground for 5 years, a long time at least, and it's just not performing because the fundamental part of this tree's existence, its root system, it was always junk from the get-go. Now I want to show you something really amazing. That live oak right there is the same age. They were planted at the same time, and this tree is spectacular. It's a fantastic, beautiful tree. I believe my sister actually found the nursery stock, or the original seed from which this tree was grown. But just beautiful canopy, rich, lush. I mean, just the size is stunning. The difference in the size there. And I show you this to make a point that this is a legacy tree here, and right in the middle of my parents' backyard. We hope to have our kids here, and that's what I think that most people are thinking when they get they want to plant a tree, especially at their home. They want something quality, or most people want something quality, or they'll tell you they want something quality. But you have to understand, in order to plant a tree like this, and to plant a tree that's going to grow like this one has, it is a little more involved than just digging a hole and sticking the tree in. That's the results you get from kind of doing that, and also not selecting really high quality nursery stock. So having legacy type trees in your yard, and that are planted by an arborist and maintained by a certified arborist, the results are really fantastic. But you need to be aware of the fact that it's going to be a little more expensive, right from the get-go. If you can imagine this tree when it was just a small potted tree, maybe in a 45-gallon pot, a lot of landscape guys or maybe tree companies would just dig a hole the size of the pot and stick that thing right in there. But really, to get the kind of results that I think most people would like to see, you need to dig that hole bigger. You need to use some quality potting mix to go back in. You need to feed the tree for several years into those first few years, and do the right watering regime, not too much water, not too little water. But it's kind of like building a home or an estate that you want your children's children to enjoy. You're willing to make those investments if that's what you're going for, And I think the Urban Foresters is that kind of company. We know where to search for the right nursery stock, what nurserymen to buy from, who not to buy from, how to inspect the plant at the nursery before it goes in, how to dig the hole. All those things we know how to do, and that just comes at a premium. So if you're thinking about putting a tree in this fall, or watching this video kind of made you think about it, I'd encourage you to call one of our arborists up. The office number is 855-255-5212. And you can speak with one of our really helpful receptionists, and they'll connect you to whichever arborist you need to be talking to. Or you can always go right to theurbanforesters.com, click on the Contact Us little clicker there, the Contact Us page, and fill your stuff out. We'd love to talk to you about it. We can pretty much find just about any kind of tree you'd like. Might be a little harder on some of the species, but anyway, just to reiterate, certified arborist, probably, well, actually technically it was involved with planting this, but I knew what I was getting into.